Hey guys, I am doing a drive and chat today. I'm leaving the house. Whee! I haven't left the house in over a week since I went and saw my mom for her birthday. But today, going to turn in my ballots, y'all. Yeah. Everybody needs to vote. I usually don't talk politics on this channel because that's a very personal thing, but and we're not going to talk about who needs to vote for who or that kind of thing. But it's very important that everybody exercises their right to vote. I'm a big advocate of voting, and each person's vote counts. So please vote. Anyway, so I'm going to go take these to our ballot place. Yes, because I don't want to put it through the mail. Anyway, so how's everybody doing today? I am doing much better. Yesterday I had a horrible headache and was pretty much down and out. My headaches have gotten worse, and I really think it's a hormone thing. Me being the age that I am, it's gonna happen sooner or later, right? Yep. The big M word. Yikes. So anyway, yeah. So I'm just excited to get out of the house. It's about 80 degrees today. This is our last warm day, I think. So I'm actually wearing a t-shirt and flip-flops. I hope this isn't shaking too much. I moved it so that you guys weren't in my lower left quadrant here. Yeah. Okay, so let's talk about what's been going on with me. Okay, so I have not had time to do any diamond painting, any artwork really. I did color a picture from 5310 Publishing. They sent me a couple books for review, so I colored a couple pictures out of there. And I'll do a flip through of those books over the weekend, so look for that. Let's see what else. Yeah, WeWax, y'all, I can't thank you enough for everybody that has supported me in this new adventure that I'm doing. I was very nervous, very scared to put WeWax out there to all of you, just because I'm totally open to constructive criticism, but I'm very sensitive, I guess, to negative criticism. Like, I feel like if somebody has suggestions on how to make something better, there's certain ways to do it instead of just bashing the crap out of a person or about something that they've made. There's certain ways to go about it without hurting someone's feelings. And unfortunately, with my anxiety disorder, I'm very sensitive to certain things, what people say. I try really hard not to let it get to me, but sometimes it just does. And I really, how do I say this? I almost didn't put WeWax out there. I was just gonna leave it for my Patreons and send it to them as gifts, which I'm still gonna do. My high tier Patreons will get, probably 2 to 3 tins a year for being a high tier Patreon, as well as some of my tarts. I'm not gonna sell the tarts. They're just too easy to mess up, so to speak. So I have like 3 or 4 scents that I've got down right now for tarts that I feel comfortable sending to Patreon. So anyway, high tier Patreons will get probably for Christmas. I'm gonna do it probably in December. We'll get a tin of WeWax and a tart. So yeah, but I just the support and the response has been overwhelming. You know, I really appreciate just everybody being so just awesome. I mean, yeah, I mean, there are certain things that it probably, how I could improve on WeWax, and I'm working on that as far as like, you know, making it last longer in your pen. The problem is when you use the wax that I use, because it's such a dense wax and the type of wax that it is, it dries out faster than a gel silicone wax, which is what you all normally use in the pink wax. That's a silicone wax. So it's tricky, but it works. So far it works great for me. I like it. To be honest with you, I use my wax, and I still use patty wax. I just cut pieces off the block, and I use Nacha Mama's Mud from Whimsical Daisies. Those are the 3 waxes that I use. In my multi-placer, I use the pink wax or the blue wax that you get out of the Star Orchids. I do not recommend the WeWax for the multi-placer. I've said that. It's on my Etsy shop down at the bottom. It's too hard of a wax to put in your multi-placer. You'll break the multi-placer if you're using a plastic one. And a metal one, you could do it with the metal one. I don't like it in the multi-placer. And that's my personal preference. Could you get it to work? Sure. But, you know, me personally, I don't recommend it for a multi-placer. So, anyway, so the scent for Friday, because I'm going to throw this video up just randomly, the scent for Friday, tomorrow, is going to be Fruit Loop. And this smells, my mom came over and smelled it and said it smells exactly like when you open a bag of Fruit Loop cereal. She said, oh my gosh, it's amazing. How do you get it to smell like this? It's like, yeah, well, you buy really premium fragrance. I mean, that's why WeWax is a little expensive, is because I don't buy the crappy fragrance. I buy good, you know, premium fragrance oil to put in the wax. So because of that, it costs more. So I have to, you know, charge more. And I use 100% organic wax. So there aren't any dyes or artificial anything. It's just, you know, organic wax. And I chose not to dye any of the wax. I tried dyeing it, and I sent some testers out to some people, and it just, the consistency, I think the dye messed with the consistency of the wax, and it almost made it kind of mushy, I guess is the word I'm looking for. I didn't like it, and I had a couple of people tell me the same thing. So ever since I stopped using the dye, it seems to be fine. So yeah, and anyway, I don't like using artificial stuff, and I'm not dyeing the wax tarts either. So anyway, yeah, so I'm super excited about WeWax. Everybody should just about have their WeWax that ordered it. I'm only one person. I've had a lot of people message me. I'm only one person, and one batch for me makes 6 tins. So when y'all see, you know, 24 tins up there, I mean, I've made, you know, a ton of wax, a ton of batches. So I think tomorrow I'm gonna have 18 Fruit Loop available, because it does take a while. You've got to, you know, make it, you've got to let it set, then you've got to label it. The other thing is, I'm a little upset. I ordered more of my, you know, branded stickers, and I ordered them 3 weeks ago. I still don't have them, y'all. Still don't have them. And I contacted the company and was like, you know, where the F are my stickers? I'm trying to run a business here, and I need them for my product. And they were like, oh, well, you chose standard shipping, so it'll take a while. And I'm like, 3 weeks within the US? Seriously? And it was a reorder, so it wasn't like they had to remake them again. They just pulled a design and reprint it. Anyway, so Jeremy Shug, I'm gonna have to get with you and maybe see if we can work on doing some stickers and maybe some business cards, because the same company does the business cards. And I think I'm gonna change the whole color scheme too. I really like black and white. The tins are white, and I really think I'm going to go with the black sticker with the white logo. I really love black and white. So anyway, just really busy with stuff like that. And y'all, starting an Etsy shop, I knew nothing about Etsy. All I know is how to buy things on it. So starting an Etsy shop was like very, very crazy to me, because I've got some real jackass sitting next to me blaring his music, and I'm not going to look over at him. But I had to learn about the whole Etsy thing, and I still am having some issues with renewing the listing, or starting a new listing, because when I renew a listing, it automatically throws one up there, and I don't want it to do that. So there's just a lot of learning curve with setting up the Etsy shop. So, and hopefully I'll have some better pictures and that kind of thing. It's just going to be a time, it takes time kind of thing. So, yeah, so for those of you that own Etsy shops, if you have any suggestions, let me know as far as like renewing a listing that you're sold out of, or renewing a listing, once you've taken it down, or should I just start a new listing every time? Either way, Etsy charges you per listing, which is fine. I mean, it is what it is. Okay, so yeah, really busy with making WeWax and making things. Some good news is that my best friend Sean, I don't know if you knew, but he had been on furlough since July 25th and was not getting any income. He did get some unemployment, however, that ran out 2 months ago. So he actually has had no money for 2 months, and his company is basically probably gonna have to shut down, just because they're in the audio-visual, business, big meetings. Nobody's doing that anymore. So it's really unfortunate, and I felt really bad for him. Adam and I have been having him come over and cut the grass and, go and get us groceries and that kind of thing, and giving him some money to do things for us. But the good news is he actually got a job with Home Depot. He started Tuesday, and he's an online, I don't remember what it's called, online order specialist. So basically someone puts an order on online, and Sean goes and gets the order put together and scans everything, and then once you come to the store to pick it up, the customer stays in the car, and Sean takes the order out to the car. He said everybody's wearing masks. The store has a policy where you can't enter the store without a mask and putting on hand sanitizer. They have, like, he said they have people set up at a table at each door, and it's mandatory for you to do it, which I think that's fabulous. I wish all stores would do that. I think masks are very important. Is it going to completely stop the spread of COVID? No, but it greatly reduces, you spreading it if you have it, or you contracting it from someone else that, isn't wearing a mask. Honestly, I'm gonna be really frank with you. People that don't wear masks, I think, are dumbasses. I think it's just people being ignorant, and, all the bullshit that I've seen about people, wearing masks is taking away my, my right to do what I want. And whatever. I mean, come on. This is a massive pandemic and it's only getting worse. So people need to wear a mask. At a minimum, wear a mask, you know? Anyway. I'm really adamant about that stuff. So anyway, so he started the job Tuesday. He says he really likes it. The pay is a lot less than what he was making, but he is at least making some income. They're going to let him work overtime because we're coming up on the holiday season. So it's good. It's good news. Very good news. And his company went ahead and paid out his vacation. So he got, you know, a good chunk of money for his vacation time that he never used. So good news on that front. He was pretty depressed and kind of in a downward spiral. I was really worried about him. So that's why Adam was like, you know, let's help him out and let him, you know, get out of the house, come cut the grass, go get groceries for us, you know, just something to help him get out of the funk. But yeah, this pandemic it really affects you emotionally, physically. People that, you know, aren't leaving the house. It definitely has negative effects. I've actually gone through, you know, ups and downs of depression with it, just because I miss my family. I miss, you know, hanging out with my friends. I miss a lot of things that I normally would have done 6 months ago. And, you know, the other thing I miss, y'all, let me tell you, I miss my private time. I can say this now that I'm in the car and my husband's not near me. I'm getting really tired of the 24/7 of my husband being in the house. I feel like I don't have any me time. Like, I'm making wax, I'm in the kitchen, he's right in the room next to me, which is turned into his office. You know, we share the computer room, you know, when we play video games. The only time I have me time is when I go into my office at the back side of the house. We turn one of the spare bedrooms into an office for me. And he'll come in there while I'm watching a video or while I'm doing things and want to talk to me about his work and about things. And it's like, I love you dearly, but really, get out. Just get out. So, yeah, I'm, as much as I don't want him to go back to work, I kind of do want him to go back to work. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Those of you that have husbands that are working from home and that you're around them all the time, you know what I'm talking about. Everybody needs their space. And I'm not one to be up somebody's butt all the time. I am a very independent person and I like doing things for me. I'm not one of these needy, oh my gosh, I have to be around you all the time. Yeah, no, Shug. No. I honestly, if God forbid anything were to happen to Adam, I'd be fine being by myself. I'd have my cats. I'd be the crazy cat lady, you know, crazy cat lady, and I'd just be by myself. And I'd be perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. All good. So anyway, yeah. So the whole 6 months of being in the same house with my husband is taking a toll. Taking a toll. But I mean, once a week or so, we'll, you know, take our cars out, make sure we drive them and get them running. Because you don't want your car to sit, that's for sure. In fact, I have to take mine in for an inspection. Here in the state of Virginia, you have to have state inspections once a year. Mine is up in November, so I need to schedule to get it inspected. And that's, I'm grappling with, or struggling with what to do on this, because I really don't want to go to the BMW dealership and sit and wait for it. With state inspections, unfortunately, you can make an appointment for the oil change, which I need to do, but state inspection is first come, first serve. So they can't make an appointment for that. So they can do your oil change, but then you're waiting for your state inspection, which really sucks. So I really don't want to sit at the dealership. So what I might do is just have I have a little local shop up here near me, like right next to my house. I just might have them do it. I mean, it's just an oil change and an inspection. It's not like I'm doing anything major. If I was doing anything major, I would definitely take it to the dealership. But for just that, I'll probably just take it up here. And that way I can drop it off. Adam can, we can drop it off on Adam's lunch break. He can just follow me up there, bring me back, and then they can call me whenever it's ready, and he can just run me right up there. I think that's going to be a lot easier for everybody involved. So yeah. And I'm still debating on whether to go to the grocery store or have groceries delivered. Now that Sean is working, it's going to be really hard for him to go to the store for us. Even though, I was tipping him quite generously. I was paying him pretty much what I would have paid Instacart to bring groceries out to us. So I haven't decided yet on what I'm going to do with that. Let me know. Are y'all going to the grocery store? How is it? Is it bad? I haven't been to the grocery store in like over 6 months, so I'm nervous about it. I'm really nervous about it. Yeah, and I'm a high risk person. I have pulmonary issues, so I just, it scares me. It scares me, and my anxiety. Like I'll be really honest with you. I tried a couple months ago to go to the store, and I drove up, and it's like when you see everybody with the masks on, and I started having like a panic attack. I couldn't even get out of the car, so I just turned around and went home and ordered stuff online. I couldn't do it. I just couldn't do it. So yeah, for those of you that are anxious or have anxiety, let me know how you cope with getting groceries, running errands, that kind of thing. Yeah, I do want to eventually be able to do that and go to I want to go to a Hobby Lobby and see what Diamond Art Club kits they have, which, by the way, I saw the new Betty Boop ones. The Betty Boop ones with Diamond Art Club are awesome. They're adorable. They're just not my cup of tea. Like, I don't see me putting those up in my house anywhere. But they're very cute, and I want to see what other ones Hobby Lobby has actually in store. I don't have a Hobby Lobby near me, so I'd have to travel a little bit to go to one, but might be worth it, a day to get out and do whatever. So yeah. So anyway, that's what I've been doing. I just don't have any time anymore to do anything. So for those of you that I normally watch your videos and comment on, I apologize right now because I really don't have time to do that. And when I do have time, you'll know, because I'll comment. Even if I just leave a purple heart, you'll know I've watched your video. And I'm so sorry. It's just starting this Etsy shop and doing the wax and fulfilling all the orders, and it takes a lot out of you. It really does. I like it. So far it doesn't feel like a job. Once it starts to feel like a job, that's when I'm going to stop doing it, because that's not the point of it. I'm doing it because I enjoy it. But yeah, it doesn't leave a lot of time to do what I normally used to do. And my whole schedule has been turned upside down, but that's okay. I like it. And whenever I do have free time, I try to make sure I color something or I diamond paint something. I actually got a square done last night on Cat Crazy Chloe by Sheeta Pike from Craftably. And let me tell you, I was so excited. I was like goo goo gaga little fangirl. Sheeta Pike actually commented on my video, my Craftably video, where I introduced the pre-orders with her Cat Crazy Chloe, and I was like, oh look, Sheeta Pike, she responded to my video. Oh, that's great. It was such a good feeling. So yay. both hands on the wheel. Anyway, all right, guys, I'm gonna stop here and turn in my ballot so that I can say that I voted. Even though it's an absentee ballot, I'm still turning it in. So yeah, so I hope everybody has a fabulous day today. I'm probably gonna throw this one up today, and yeah, I just want to do a quick drive and chat and excuse my parents. No makeup, no nothing anymore. So anyway, all right, guys. All right, make sure you guys get out and do your voting. Do it now. Well, not now. You have till November 3rd, but anyway, make sure you vote. It's important. And I love all you sugars dearly, and keep an eye out for Wee Wax happening tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow's Friday, around 12 noon. I'll have 18 Fruit Loop Wee Wax tins up. So, all right, guys, thanks so much for watching. Talk to you soon.